Ravens versus Steelers. I am fucking disgusted. I don't know how many of y'all watched this game. Again, for y'all that do not know, I am a diehard Ravens fan. But this was disgusting to watch. And the thing that makes it worse is that through all that happened, everybody's still trying to put the blame on Lamar Jackson. So, in case that everybody missed it, the Baltimore Ravens, I believe, has 0 drops as far as receivers catching balls. They had 0 drops leading to this game. I believe after this one game, they lead the league. After one game, they lead the league in drops. This was terrible to watch. So let's just go over just the numbers. You know, so Lamar, again, he didn't have his best game. Didn't get a touchdown. 22-38, 236 yards, and an interception. And that 27-38 don't even tell the whole story. But just so that y'all don't think that I'm just making stuff up as far as how bad these niggas was dropping the ball, not waiting for the ball to come. For anybody that might think I'm making this up, I'm going to go ahead and just play. Oh, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. But I'm going to go ahead and just, because this, you can't make this shit up. I can't even get the video. I'm still fuming from this damn. Okay. So I just want y'all to just, and I'm going to go ahead and see if I can't make that, bigger screen for y'all. Just pay attention.
Works out of the gun. Jackson, clean pocket, fires
Drop.
the field, and it's dropped by
Worried
Flowers.
about what you're going to do before you even got the ball in your hand.
After the catch, watch. When he catches it, I think he's thinking about
Look at
reversing
that
back
drop.
the other way and doesn't look the ball all
Now,
in.
on him.
Nothing lead for Baltimore. They can add to it. 2nd and goal.
This is bad.
Jackson fires. It was high. Could have been handled.
And I think he had
It's
2
high,
options there.
but he
had Andrews there.
He
had Flowers
he
behind him.
Ball.
So I'm going to add a 3rd option. I think if he had taken off and gone to the end
away from the defender, could have caught that ball.
Able to practice all the time. You're coming off an injury. You're trying to make more of a play than what's there. Your timing's off, and you really want to contribute. Rashad Bateman has had it. He's been a less than 60% thrower in these 3 games.
Jackson looking.
Drop.
Yard loose.
The rookie out of Boston College. And that one's not
number
really
2.
his fault,
That's
except
number 2
catch
on him.
it clean
That's
right there.
Hands.
If he catches it clean, just tucks it away, but he doesn't. And for his effort,
business at the Pittsburgh 31.
Second one on 89.
Jackson from the gun.
Drop.
It up.
That's a walk-in touchdown.
First coach will ask one question. How did you not catch that pass? That's all that needs to be said at that point. Could not have been thrown better.
198 yards.
And look at him. Trips over feet.
And he stumbled to stay on his feet.
So I just want y'all to see that I'm not making this shit up. I just showed y'all 2-3 plays in a row that could have easily been touchdowns. 2 for sure, easily touchdowns. Nelson Aguilar catch that ball down the sideline. That's damn near walk-in touchdown. There is no reason why we shouldn't have had 28 easy points in this game against the Steelers defense. We beat ourselves. And even that fumble that Lamar had, why is nobody doubling TJ Watt? Why do they have him going one-on-one on the edge? Why? Somebody please explain that to me. That makes literally no sense. And if you go back and watch this game, it was ugly. Just in the way that it was just the scoring was going on, it was ugly. I mean, it ain't really no other way to put it. You know what I mean? I mean, we score in the first quarter, field goal in the second. After that, we could do nothing else. They had we held them to 3 points until the fourth quarter. They get a safety off of I believe it was a fumble, another field goal, and then for whatever, can somebody please explain something to me? Marlon Humphrey just came off of a foot injury. Why do you have him guarding George Pickens one-on-one in that situation? Why do you have him guarding George Pickens in that situation? Makes no sense. 0 sense. 0 sense. And it's just getting to the point that, It's gotten so bad that you got these major media outlets, specifically ESPN. They don't want to dissect Lamar's games. Let something happen in another game. Oh, it was this, and this. How do you admit the drops from the receivers, but still say Lamar has to play better? These niggas dropped 3 touchdowns. You want them to catch the ball for him too? God damn. They dropped 3. 3 of them. So we don't want to talk about the wide. And mind you, we saw multiple balls dropped by Zay Flowers, multiple dropped by Mark Andrews, which was a touchdown. Saw a touchdown pass from Bateman, dead in the hands. Circus catches all goddamn day, but you got a perfect ball right in the midst, and he drops it. They want Lamar to throw the ball and catch that motherfucker. Because at this point, what else do y'all want him to do? Y'all talking about he still need to play better. These niggas dropped 3 touchdown passes. I want to say just showed y'all 8, 9 drops. But he need to play better? Come on, man. That shit just getting kind of wild. And see, this is what's even worse. So, and I'm gonna just play this other clip because this is something else that is just completely nasty. Something else. Wait till y'all hear this shit. Cause it's like, what are we doing? Oh, this is not the actual video per se, but let me go ahead and just it's enough to where y'all should be able to hear the audio. So because that here don't make no sense either. So
a rugby ball. He's showing it right here. And I'm like, a rugby ball is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But somebody trying to be a guru. And he said, well, it's because you got to catch it with 2 hands. Yeah, that ball is not the same size as a football. And you look at some of these other things. Hey, genius, you catch a football. How about this one right here? Are his hands a little wide? I don't know. Take a look. If that was a rugby ball, I bet he'd come down with it. So now over here, I love the fade. We're going to show it hopefully a little later on this one right here. Okay, use your hands. Catch it. Oh, come on, Mark. And now we're going to get on this one here. Oh, Bateman, he's got this one for sure. Whoops, but if it's a rugby ball, he's coming down with it, and he may just pick the thing, put it on the ground, and kick the extra point. I don't know. But I'm telling you this, my favorite one is still coming up. But again, 8 drops.
For the Aguilar?
The National Football League game.
3 of them.
All right, here's another one.
Shit, I missed that one.
You want him to hand it? Like, come on. This is absolutely atrocious. But the fade where the touchdown should have been a touchdown.
The Aguilar play. We saw it in the highlight
hands
too.
Are this wide.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he going to catch a basketball? Or?
So, just off of that alone, this is my issue with that. Do you see basketball players practicing with volleyballs? Do you see baseball players practicing with golf balls? Do you see hockey players hitting a goddamn basketball across the ice? The only other ball that is used in football as far as training is a tennis ball to train your reaction time. They drop it and you catch it. Drop it and catch it. Drop it and catch it. And that's just reaction time with your hands. And they normally use that for a lot of linemen. Why in the hell would you work on practicing catching a ball you're never going to use in a real life game? Why would you not get a feel for an actual ball that you're going to use on Sunday? Somebody make that make sense to me. You don't see golf players swinging at tennis balls. You don't see basketball. But for whatever reason, this genius thought it was a good idea to have the receivers practice with a rugby ball. Inexcusable. And this is the last thing that I'm going to get on as far as because, again, this was a game where we beat ourselves. I literally just said that this is going to be one of the games where the Steelers going to play hard. You know what? I don't even think they really played too hard to the 4th quarter. We beat ourselves. I just showed 3 that should have went in for touchdowns. Bateman dropped 1, Andrews dropped 1, and Aguilar dropped 1. And they all hit him in the hands. But we keep wanting to push the matter that Lamar can't throw. And that OBJ signing, waste of time. They waste their money. Maybe I'll eat them words come later on in the season, but hey, I'm believing in patterns right now. He been hurt the past year and a half or however long it was before he got here. He played one game, hurt again, come back in this game, get hurt again. I saw him for one play. He probably was out there for maybe like 4 or 5, maybe I don't know. But the fact of the matter is, it's the same shit. Why do the Ravens keep getting these receivers after they are old, beat up? They keep doing it. I just don't understand it. They did it. They did it with Willie Snead when they brought him from New Orleans a couple years ago. They did it with Sammy Watkins after Kansas City threw his ass to the curb. They did it with Dez fucking Bryant, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. This shit got to stop. And now Odell, and you paid this man $15 million and gave him another $3 million in incentives. So even if he don't hit his, you still gave him a $15 million contract. For what? For what? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Y'all want to pay every position, but the one that's been the glaring issue for Lamar's entire career. Y'all don't never want to pick up. Y'all don't never want to go get a good, decent receiver. You let A.J. Brown walk by. People can say what they want to about DeAndre Hopkins, but at least he been healthy all season. He been on the field. Hell, go trade for Mike Evans. You should have traded him before the season started, before he could see what they really was going to be. Had the Buccaneers started off trash this year, of course he would have wanted to leave. But now it's like, shit, they 3-1. He probably doing just fine. He's like, shit, I can get 1,000 yards over here. Like I said, Lamar needs you have Zay. Go get him a big body receiver, man. Go get him an A.J. Brown type receiver. And see, the thing about it is, I could feel you on this, but A.J. Brown was with a run heavy team, and he's with another one. He was with Tennessee, who had Derrick Henry when he was shit, getting 30 goddamn carries a game, and A.J. Brown was still getting over 1,000 yards. Then you go from that run heavy offense to another run heavy offense, and you still producing. Hell, he go to Philly with a better quarterback. Niggas looking at A.J. Brown as a top 10 receiver in the league, man. Look, but then this is the last thing I'm gonna just get on before I move on. So, like I said, with this mainstream media, ESPN really came with the question after this game: does Lamar are the Baltimore Ravens getting their money's worth out of Lamar Jackson? What's up? You kind of caught me in the middle of my rant, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up. But you really got people on ESPN to come up with a question: has Lamar Jackson gave Baltimore their money's worth? You ask that question after he has a game where these niggas have 8 dropped passes, and you question if he is worth the money? These niggas dropped 3 touchdowns. And guess what? Back to I don't give a damn about A.J. Brown complaining. He produces. I'll deal with all that other shit. You producing, I'ma deal with it. You ain't producing and you crying, shut the hell up. He producing. Yeah, we could get into he complaining because he ain't getting numbers and they winning. We can talk about that later. You know, I'll sit him down like, say, nigga, some days you gonna get your cookies, and some days, hey, 6 over there gotta eat too. He gotta eat too. But back to the topic on hand, hey, these ESPN niggas fake. They just keep trying to get these guys their clickbait, really trying to ask if Lamar is worth his contract after a game where niggas had 8 drop passes and 3 of them were easily touchdowns. I just showed it to y'all. So it ain't like I'm lying. It ain't like I'm lying. Is Lamar worth the money? Shit, y'all been surrounding Lamar with bums, and he been winning. With bums. I'm mad that he got hurt that year when all them niggas got hurt. Throwing 4 interceptions a game, still winning. First place in the AFC, not the AFC North, the whole entire AFC. 8-3 record. I do hope they turn this shit around, because this game had me. Ain't no reason why these niggas should have lost this game. Ain't no reason why. Score 17-10, should have easily been 28. We should have easily had 28 if niggas remember how to use their hands. So that's just my little rant. You know, I done spent the first 20 minutes of this show on it, but goddamn it, that shit had me hot because it ain't no reason why we should have lost to that goddamn team. The way I watched that game, them niggas couldn't do nothing. 3.5 quarters. And they got let off the hook. So say, man, I can't even say too much about the defense. You hold some niggas to goddamn me 10 points, and then they get bullshit ass safeties and all this other shit, and then you want to leave Marlon Humphrey out there on the island with this nigga just coming back from a foot injury 1-on-1. Yeah, at this point, you niggas deserve to lose because the shit y'all doing is fucking stupid. Ain't no reason why y'all should have lost this goddamn game. Y'all had a chance to sweep y'all road division games. You beat Cincinnati. You beat Cleveland. All you had to do was beat Pittsburgh, and you would have swept your road games. All of them would have to come to Baltimore for the rest of them games. And when Baltimore has a home game, that's a home game. So that's just me, man. These niggas dropped the ball.
If I could hop in though, but I told you last week the Steelers always beat Lamar because they have the perfect recipe. You force Lamar to pass.
But that's the thing.
I'll let you rant. Just.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead. I'm going to ask you and I'll let you go.
Lamar's weakness is taking away the run, the scramble, and you force Lamar to pass the ball. Not saying he's a bad quarterback, but that's his weakness. If you force Lamar to pass the ball, 9 out of 10 times, Lamar will lose the game. And that's the recipe for Pittsburgh every time they play the Ravens. They force Lamar to pass the ball. Yeah, I get it. Receivers drop passes, that's out of the ordinary. But
it's egregious, It's egregious.
What happened the last 6 times Lamar's played? Think about it. Lamar has a losing record against the Steelers. What happened the other times?
Yeah, now, he's 2-3 now.
So, it's just kind of how it is, man. Like, take away the run from Lamar, force him to pass, that's the recipe. That's what.
But the thing about it is, though, like, I could agree with you if this was like 2 years ago, where I'm looking at his personnel and it's like not saying that forcing him to pass is a bad idea. It was just literally the only reliable target he had was Mark Andrews. Now you have all this other talent. And like I said, you missed the video. Bro, I'm talking, these dudes is dropping, and it's like, niggas always want to talk about, oh, he can't throw. Oh, hell no. I'm talking, these balls is hitting these niggas right in the hands, bro. Right in the bread basket where these balls are supposed to go. And they just missed it. They missed it. I'm talking, Mark Andrews missed one in the end zone, bright as day. Rashad Bateman hit him dead in the hands. He missed it. Like, I showed the video maybe 10 minutes before you hopped on. These niggas just forgot how to use their hands. And it's like, I can't even put all this on Lamar because it's like, but it's just, even when I'm seeing it, like, oh, well, if it was Patrick Mahomes, even with all the drops, he would have overcame it. Like, bro, I don't think so. I really don't. Like, just the how bad that shit was, and considering that they really couldn't even run the ball on top of that. So I'm like, okay, you asked Lamar to throw the ball, and he's doing a damn good job. Niggas just forgot how to use their hands. Like, when I say that Pittsburgh defensively couldn't do nothing with these dudes, they were shooting themselves in the foot with all the drops, bro. I'm talking, first down completions, 3 touchdown passes, man. And I'm talking, these dudes is clear as day open. They should have brought him down. You can maybe argue that Mark Andrews one was a little high, but it still went through his hands. So it's just like, we can debate, the previous games, but this one I can't even put on him. These niggas dropped 3 touchdown passes and shit. People only saying 8 passes dropped. I'm counting like 9 to 10. That shit was just bad. But Pittsburgh really didn't do too much of nothing except, they defense really wasn't even too dominant in this hole until like the 4th quarter. And even still with that, if they would have took care of their business with all them catches, they would have won. They wouldn't even have to worry about that. So And that's just because, I watched the game. I don't know if you caught it. I can't remember if you said you was out of town or what, but
nah,
man,
I didn't watch it. I watched highlights of the game, so I guess that's what it was.
Yeah, I actually watched that whole game, bro. That shit there was no reason why we should have won that we should have lost that game. Just no reason why at all. And I'm just as critical on my team as I am anybody else. I nitpick shit, but it was like, goddamn, like, come on, man. Nelson Aguilar been doing good all season, catching contested balls. The one you got wide open, you fucking drop. Like, back to the old Nelson Aguilar we know. There go that first round receiver you talking about. Trash.
You got 4 of them on your team. 4.
Trash. Every last one of them niggas, man. Every last one of them. Them niggas, bro. I'm talking about them niggas had me so hot.